My first guest has appeared in numerous films, including Be Cool, The Scorpion King, and Walking Tall. Beginning tomorrow, you can see him in Gridiron Gang. Please welcome Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Good to have you here on the show.
Good to be back. Thank you so much.
Now, first of all, when you arrived at the show, one of my producers came and said to me, you just showed up. He said, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just got here, and he's got a thing on his foot, and he's limping. So I guess you don't have the thing on your foot right now, but what's wrong with your foot?
No, I don't. I actually had a walking boot on,
right,
which I had to take it off because it was causing some problems. But what happened, about 11 weeks ago, I was rehearsing for a movie that I'm getting ready to shoot in a couple of weeks in Boston. It's called The Game Plan. Family comedy with Disney. Where I play a professional quarterback, take the ball, I roll out, see the receiver, I jump up, I throw the ball, and as soon as I land at that precise moment, everything properly aligned. Snap my Achilles tendon right in two.
Wow, oh my God. This is something we jocks have to deal with constantly.
No, that's true.
When I was playing Dungeons and Dragons once, my chair gave out,
and you popped it.
Yeah. No, this is interesting because you've done so. You were playing football first of all in college,
sure,
University of Miami, and
right.
And you know the years of wrestling and everything, and all the stunts you've done in your movies. You do a lot of your own stunts, and then suddenly injured. It sounds like your worst injury ever in a family Disney comedy.
Of all things, you're right.
Of all things, yeah.
Played football for 10 years, wrestled for another 6, do all my own stunts, and yeah. Awful.
Now, what do they do for that? They surgically repaired it? And
that's what happened. I went down, I flew back home. My doctor, who's actually done all my surgeries, who's done all your surgeries too.
Yes, thank you for adding that. Yeah.
Dr. John
He did my butt lift, yeah. It was really starting to sag. It had to come up. Leave it alone.
I will.
I saw you were tempted, and I was like,
right.
You'll just get hurt in there.
I'll go there, you know.
Oh, this show's broken.
It is. He did. Unbelievable. Yeah, he reattached it. Johnny Ribby, he was great. So,
right.
And that's what happened. He put two pieces back together, reattached it really, really strongly, and that's what happened.
You know, I'm curious because you're obviously in fantastic shape, and I'm wondering, are you one of those guys that has to just eat? I'm always hearing about people that work in movies, and they need to have that physique, and they just eat like a boiled chicken breast, a little bit of broccoli, and they drink a lot of water, and that's all they can have. Is that the way it is for you?
You know what, I mean, for me, you gotta treat yourself. You can't cheat yourself. So, you know, I love eating, but I try and eat clean, actually, you know, throughout the week. It's important. But I gotta say, you know, I have this love for pizza and donuts, especially donuts. You know what I mean? That's just like my thing, yeah.
You love donuts. Like, what kind of donut do you like?
Like my favorite type of donut, with just plain donuts to they got a glazed wheat donut. I mean, just all kinds of donuts.
Right. Do you ever get for the crazy? There are some donuts that are almost sort of like a dessert. Do you know what I mean? You think, you know, donut's bad enough, but there are some donuts where they've literally, you're buying like a little wedding cake. Do you know what I mean? It almost has like the little plastic people on top. It's got the cream filling, it's got the sprinkles, it's got the little sparkles on it.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you what Dunkin' Donuts did, actually. For my birthday, you know, they made me this huge donut cake, and it was unbelievable. And then actually what they did, they asked me to, they said, hey, you know, you interested in having a donut named after you?
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? That means you've really... Different countries have different honors. In America, do you know what I mean? Different countries have different things, but I think to have a donut named after you makes you the greatest American of all time. That's it. Do you know what I mean? That's in this country. That would be fantastic.
It would, and I was at first I thought, oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, we could do that. But then I started to think, well, first of all, what kind of donut would it be?
Yeah.
It'd have to be a long donut. Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the immature one. Right. Okay. A long donut. Tell me more about your donut. Dwayne.
You want me to bring out a tambourine?
Yeah. You know,
right into the toilet.
Yeah, the whole thing. Let me ask you something. A quick question. When you played, because we mentioned that you played football years ago, and I was reading about that period of your life today, and your coach is at the University of Miami said that one of your greatest attributes as a football player was that you had excellent upper body violence. And I love that term. You know, sometimes,
that's
you know...
That's a badass term,
That's I've never heard that term before. He's got upper body violence. What is that?
It's it's a term, obviously. You know, when you get into football, especially defensive players, who, you know, if you get off the ball quickly, get your hands on the offensive lineman, and you use upper body violence to control him.
Right.
So you would get in there, use upper body violence, control him, throw his ass to the dirt, go make the tackle.
So it's like you're using your hands and your torso to just sort of, you got to be really strong up here. Is that the idea?
Like, say, for example,
why do you laugh when I'm trying to be? I'm so intent on getting it right.
Us athletes, it's very important.
You know, yeah.
Like, say, for example, if you were an offensive lineman, and you got up like that, I would come right here, I'd snatch your hand down, and I would use upper body.
Oh my God, that was
like that.
That was.
Goodbye.
You should have warned me you were going to do that. I came so close to taking your head off right there. You don't know what. I believe it. I'm like a coiled spring. A lot of people think I'm not. They think I'm some kind of scarecrow, but I would have come.
What would you do?
What would I do if you tried to do that? I would have come around, and first of all, my hair would have come out like this. And walloped you right there. And then I would have jumped up on the desk, and like a cat, I would have sprung like this. Something like that.
I got it.
This is one of the dumber interviews I've ever done. Yes. You know, we have so much more to talk about. Real things. Stick around. More with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Just saying, we're back. I'm sitting here with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You know, you are so, you're so handsome, I was going to say. Wow, incredible. And so very...
svelte.
Yeah, exactly. Svelte. Svelte. You know, what's funny is that you're in danger of because you're a worldwide celebrity now. I'm thinking it must be hard for you to go incognito. It's something I've noticed. There's a lot of kinds of celebrities that can just put on a hat if they're smaller, or I've noticed that for women it's true that they can just wear their hair down, maybe not wear makeup, and they can sort of go anywhere and be anybody. But for you, it doesn't work, does it?
No, not at all. And you know, at first, you know, you just reach a point where it's just non-negotiable, and then you just go out. But at first, when I started getting a little bit of notoriety, I would try and hide, try and be inconspicuous, put on a hat, a fisherman's hat, like really, really low. Right. And then, you know, I would hear comments like, "Oh, damn, there's The Rock. And he's got a stupid hat." That's him, right? Hey.
Yeah,
well, same thing for you.
Well, you know, it is. It's funny. Like when I put on sunglasses, I'm like Big Bird. You know. So it's like if Big Bird from Sesame Street was decided, I just want some privacy and put on a hat and glasses. That's what happens to me. A hat sits on top of this cake on my head, and I walk around and people just laugh at me. But no, but you just learn to just go with it.
Yeah, you just go with it.
Now you mentioned, of course, obviously you used to be just The Rock. Now you're phasing into Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Is this a plan to eventually eliminate the name The Rock, do you think, completely?
Well, I tell you what happened. Like, I never wanted to ever make a declaration, say, okay, from this day forward, I only want to be known as. You know,
right.
Please, Conesy, refer to me only as.
Conesy? I guess from now on I'm Conesy.
You're the Conesy.
Late night with Conesy, yeah.
You know, I never wanted to say from this day forward, but it's kind of naturally progressed into that, you know, by members of the press, and now I just see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Pretty soon, I figure it's just going to be just... Duh.
Duh.
Right? And then pretty soon it's going to be starring and no name, just the face.
Just your face.
Just the face.
That'd be great if you could get a stamp so when you sign a check, it's just your face glaring out.
That's it.
Let's talk about Gridiron Gang, because it's really inspirational story. It's a true story.
It really is, yeah, true story.
I'll let you tell it because you'll be more succinct than me.
Thank you. It takes place, it's based off an Emmy Award-winning documentary. It's a guy by the name of Sean Porter, who I had the honor of playing. He decides he's going to challenge these kids, all locked up in prison. Everything from petty theft to murder, and he wants to challenge them in ways they've never been challenged.
Juveniles.
Juveniles,
yeah.
Exactly. So he starts a football team, and these kids have never, ever played football. They had 4 weeks to prepare, and he told them, he said, listen, it's August now. If you trust me, then come December, I'm going to turn you into winners, even though you're locked up. And not only that, but more importantly than that, I'm going to turn you into good human beings. I'm going to turn you into men. and they trusted him. It wasn't pretty. They got their asses handed to them the first couple of games, and then they go on. They make that defining decision, which was really cool as a kid, to make that they weren't going to be called losers. They go on. They have this incredible championship year. They go to the States. He becomes Coach of the Year. And, you know, I come to your show and I talk about it. It was an honor to make the movie.
It's a great story. We have a clip here from Gridiron Gang. Anything we need to know for this clip?
I believe this is during the game, and his biggest obstacle wasn't wins or losses, was just to make sure these kids never ever quit. So
and don't give up on themselves.
And never ever give up, right.
Let's take a look at this clip from Gridiron Gang.
Coach, I suck, man. Just take me out.
Hey, no. I'm not gonna take you anywhere. Do you understand? I ain't taking you out, and you ain't quitting on me. You hear me? You can do it. Come on, get your head in the game. Come on. Defense, let's get the ball back. Get the ball back.
That's a great story. Really great story. And as I said to you, the football segments are shot. It's fantastic. The action is really good.
Yeah, we're really proud of it. You know, the football's badass. We got the NFL camera crews in there to shoot it NFL style, so we're really, really proud of it.
Gridiron Gang opens tomorrow. Go and see it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, always
you,
a
my friend.
big pleasure.
I appreciate
He's a
it.
good man. Al Franken coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be back.